remember the first day of classes?
Yes.
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 How it was a funny day or not?
No.
No, well, for me it was a funny day. I remember to have a lot of fun with the teacher and like that. Well, here we can see how the medicine has evolved. The scientific field has had a lot of evolution in it. Here we can see a 50s medic consultory and now a modern. And here we can see the evolution in chemistry. There's a pretty old laboratory on Germany, and now this is a laboratory, modern laboratory on the United States. Yeah. So my question is, if the scientific field has had an evolution, why our educational system has had not an evolution? You know?
Nope.
Well, the problem with our educational system is that it focuses on the general intelligence. Here we can see that we have 8 different kinds of intelligence. We have the intrapersonal intelligence, linguistic intelligence, spatial intelligence, naturalist intelligence, body kinesthetic intelligence, musical intelligence, logical mathematical intelligence, and interpersonal intelligence. But our educational system just cares about the mathematical intelligence, that you have to memorize everything and do the thing that it says. So, I have had a very bad experience on the educational system in Mexico, because when I was on primary, I wanted to know more than the limit, but my teachers were pretty bad at teaching, so they never answered me the questions that I want. So I had to look for a teacher outside the school. I found one. She was very good at teaching, but when I started to ask my teachers questions that they couldn't answer, they get mad and modified my scores. So on the primary, I was with a very low grade.
Great.
That's the word. The best educational systems in the world focuses on developing our gifts and talents, something that our educational system doesn't. Our educational system just cares that you follow the predetermined program. That is, going to school 8 hours a day, do homework and that thing. But I believe that schools are more like jails, because you are obliged to do things that sometimes you don't want to. And if you don't do it, you receive a penalty. Something that I don't like about the schools in general is that there is no freedom of expression. You must wear a uniform and do what it says. Yeah, but there's a law that protects us as students. It is the 7th law of the general education law. That it says that education should be free for we all. But the problem is that the private schools are better than the public schools, because Mexico is a corrupt country, and the government steals all the money to their backs and don't put it where it should be. But our educational system demands being multitask beings, something that it's possible, but for that we need time. We can learn a lot of non-related things just in 6 months. So what I like of the education in Mexico is that almost everybody can go to the university. And it's not like in Germany that they separate the child when they are 5 years old between 5 groups, in which just 2 groups of them are going to the university. So in conclusion, we have some problems and some advantages with our educational system. The advantages are that everyone has the same opportunity on going to school. The education is free. The education is like. The schools have some good teachers, and the public universities are the best in the country. But the problems are that the best basic high school education schools are private and not so cheap. Public schools do not have good facilities or necessary equipment. The government does not invest in schools. So my proposal is that we have to request our government to do the thing right and change the educational system to a new one in which it focuses on developing our gifts and talents. So I say all this in order that your Mexico, my Mexico, and our Mexico will be a big country again. Thank you.